Hello, hello, hello everybody, and welcome back to the Digi Station. I am Rock the Digimon, and today, guys, we have ourselves here a League Battle deck. Palkia Origin Form Vstar. And I got this today so that we can talk a little bit about how to battle and what you can expect, or how to get started if you really want a good deck to start off playing the Pokemon TCG. So how about we pop this open and see where it takes us, huh? Let's go. Alright guys, and once the box is torn up and opened up here on the top, it's a plastic sleeve, just like any other Pokemon product. You're going to slide it right out. Now what's neat is that you get the poison and the burn counter. Of course, that's the whole box. Has this really neat little foldy paper inside. It teaches you how to play the deck, what the deck does, what certain Pokemon do, what a V-Star ability is, and how to maximize your damage using Origin Form Palkia. Turning it around, it also gives you a couple ideas on how to upgrade the deck even further. Of course, at this point, this is a little outdated. This suggests using Kyurem V and Kyurem V Max. Right now, you probably want to go for Qianpao or or Palafin as a substitution to assist the Origin Form Palkia V-Star. I said, you got yourselves a poison and a burn counter here. And then the deck itself with the cards is right here. Slides right out. Little protector here that holds these cards in place. So before we go over the cards, let's look at the entire contents of this deck. First off, it comes with its own custom coloration of damage dice. That way you can keep track of what your Pokemon's HP is. The V-Star counter, because you do definitely want to use the V-Star Power Star Portal, owned by Origin Form Palkia V-Star. And then of course the deck in its entirety right here. Let's go over this deck a little bit, shall we? Starting off with trekking shoes. The barrel with the ability Industrious Incisors, which is actually very helpful. The ability, once during your turn, you may draw cards until you have 5 cards in your hand. Its attack, Tail Smash, does 100 damage. You flip a coin. If Tails' attack does nothing, high risk. It's definitely a high-risk attack. Then we have the supporter, Melanie. Attach a water energy card from your discard pile to one of your Pokemon V. If you do, draw 3 cards. Followed by some water energy, Boss's Orders, featuring Cyrus. Switch one of your opponent's bench Pokemon with their active Pokemon. Then we have Battle VIP Pass. You can only use this card during your first turn. Search your deck for up to 2 basic Pokemon and put them onto your bench, then shuffle your deck. We'll talk about it later on why this card is actually very valuable in this deck. Next we have Choice Belt. It's a Pokemon tool that you attach to a Pokemon. The attacks of the Pokemon this card is attached to do 30 more damage to your opponent's active Pokemon V. Then we have Irida. It's a very good supporter as well for water Pokemon. Search your deck for a water Pokemon and an item card, reveal them, and put them into your hand, then shuffle your deck. Next we have a very adorable Bidoof. The water energy, Echoing Horn. It's an item card. You put a basic Pokemon from your opponent's discard pile onto their bench. Again, later on we'll explain why this is such a good card. Another Battle VIP Pass to ensure that you get it in your opening hand. Water energy, Energy Search, Lake Acuity, a Pokemon Stadium. All Pokemon that have any water or fighting energy attached, both you and your opponent, take 20 less damage from attacks from your opponent's Pokemon after applying weakness and resistance. Then we have Hisuian Heavy Ball. It's an item card. You look at your face-down prize cards. You may reveal a basic Pokemon you find there. Put it into your hand and put this Hisuian Heavy Ball in its place as a face-down prize card. If you don't reveal a basic Pokemon, put this card in your discard pile, then shuffle your face-down prize cards. We have another Boss's Orders, Trekking Shoes, Water Energy, Ultra Ball. You can use this card only if you discard 2 other cards from your hand. Search your deck for a Pokemon, reveal it, put it into your hand, then shuffle your deck. Switch. Switch your active Pokemon with one of your benched Pokemon. Clara. Choose one or both of these abilities. Put up to 2 Pokemon from your discard pile into your hand. Put up to 2 basic energy cards from your discard pile into your hand. A very good supporter if you ask me. Then we have Hisuian Basculin. With the attack, Gather the Crew. For no energy whatsoever, search your deck for up to 2 basic Pokemon and put them onto your bench, then shuffle your deck. It's basically a Battle VIP pass. Again, later on, we'll talk about why this is so good. Then we have another Choice Belt, Bidoof, Water Energy, Irida, Melanie, Ultra Ball, Battle VIP Pass, The Barrel, Water Energy, Roxanne, another supporter. You can use this card only if your opponent has 3 or fewer cards remaining. Fewer prize cards remaining. You can use this card only if your opponent has 3 or fewer prize cards remaining. Each player shuffles their hand into their deck, then you draw 6 cards, and your opponent draws 2 cards. Next we have a Switch, Melanie, Ultra Ball, Manaphy, with the ability Wave Veal. Prevent all damage done to your benched Pokemon by attacks from your opponent's Pokemon. So it basically protects your bench. Trekking Shoes, Water Energy, Irida, Hisuian Basculin, Lake Acuity, Energy Search, Battle VIP Pass, Trekking Shoes, Water Energy, Hisuian Heavy Ball, Boss's Orders, Choice Belt, Ultra Ball, Barrel, Water Energy, Irida, and a Bidoof. As you guys can tell, there is clearly a way to play this deck, giving you such few amount of cards and all repetitions. Unfortunately, that's how most decks are really valued and are really effective in battle. So get used to seeing that. Alright guys, and here we have the face cards of this deck to make the deck whole. Here we have Radiant Greninja, a basic Pokemon with 130 HP. If you don't already know, you're only allowed to play 1 Radiant Pokemon per deck. Its ability, Concealed Cards, you must discard an energy card from your hand in order to use this ability. Once during your turn, you may draw 2 cards. Its attack, for 2 water energy and 1 colorless, is Moonlight Shuriken. Discard 2 energy cards from this Pokemon. This attack does 90 damage to 2 of your opponent's Pokemon. Don't apply weakness or resistance for benched Pokemon. It's a really good Pokemon. Next we have the boss of the deck, Origin Form Palkia V. With a whopping 220 HP, his first attack for only 1 water energy is Rule the Region. Search your deck for a stadium card, reveal it, and put it into your hand, then shuffle your deck. Its next attack for 2 water energy and 1 colorless is Hydro Break, a whopping 200 damage. During your next turn, this Pokemon can't attack. Its retreat cost is 2, and its weakness is Electric. This card is so essential that they gave you 3. And here we have the king of all king bosses for this deck, Origin Form Palkia Vstar. With a whopping 280 HP, gaining an additional 60 HP from the standard Palkia V. This Pokemon's first and only attack, is Subspace Well. For 2 water energy, it deals 60 plus damage. This attack does 20 more damage for each benched Pokemon, both yours and your opponent. So that is why the Battle VIP Pass, the Hisuian Basculin, are so important to this deck. Having Pokemon on your bench is going to help maximize the damage output that Origin Form Palkia Vstar can put out. For such a minimum amount of energies, having a full bench of 5 Pokemon allows this Pokemon to do 160 damage for only 2 energy. Of course, that's not accounting your opponent's bench. And that's why the Echoing Horn is so good. If your opponent has little to no Pokemon on their bench, Echoing Horn can put 1 Pokemon from their discard pile back onto their bench, increasing the overall damage that Palkia Vstar can deal. Its Vstar power is Star Portal. You can only use it once per game, but this ability, you can only use it once per game. And the effect of this ability is, during your turn, you may attach up to 3 water energy cards from your discard pile to your water Pokemon in any way you like. You can't use more than 1 Vstar power in a game. Again, its retreat cost is 2, and its weakness is electric. So if you can get Palkia Vstar up and ready to battle, you're going to have any water Pokemon you want ready for combat. So guys, if you want to compete out there and you're still brand new to the game, definitely pick up one of these League Battle decks starring either Palkia Vstar or Dialga Vstar. It's a great way to start off, and it's definitely very, very helpful. You learn the game at its more advanced levels, and this is just a great gateway to getting into the Pokemon TCG. So, difficulty of playing this deck, I'm definitely going to say is not very difficult on a scale from 1 to 10, 10 being the most absolute difficult thing to understand. I'm going to go ahead and put this deck at about probably about a 5. It's not very difficult at all, but you do have to be careful of what you choose to discard, when you choose to discard it, and the fact that your only real attacker is going to be the Palkia. If you find yourself sitting on a barrel, you have a 50-50 chance of dealing absolutely no damage. And Greninja, if you end up attacking with him, you're going to find yourself with no energies very, very quickly. So that's why I do recommend Chien-Pao EX from Scarlet and Violet Paldea Evolved is definitely something you're going to want to get for this deck. It allows you to search for energies, and it's another powerful water Pokemon. Something else you can fight with. Anything that Palkia cannot deal with, Chien-Pao definitely will deal with it. Or, if you want to have a little bit more fun, you can definitely pair it up with Palafin from the more recent set of Obsidian Flames, with its Justice Kick doing 210 damage. Even if they do knock out that Palafin, they'll only be taking 1 prize card, allowing your Origin Form Palkia to come in and deal a finishing blow. So there you have it, guys. I really hope I piqued your interest in getting into the Pokemon TCG. It is a very, very fun, very simple way to get into any card game. The fact that they build you a deck that's relatively competitive, to be completely honest. Everything in this deck is very nice. It's still in current circulation, so don't be afraid of using any accidental illegal cards. I really hope you guys had fun with me today. I know I'm going to definitely have some fun playing with this deck a little bit. And be sure, guys, to check me out on Twitch, where I can show you different alterations of this Origin Form Palkia deck. So, guys, until next time, remember, have a delicious meal, stay hydrated, but most importantly, be a good person in this crazy, crazy world. Till next time, guys, Digit Portal closing. Bye-bye.